Now let's welcome Zara Asim with her message to everyone. Pause the digital, play the real.
So, let's start with a quick game. I want you to turn and ask the person near you what their name is. Oh, but here's the twist. 2 twists, actually. First of all, this needs to be someone who you don't know. So if you're sitting next to your best friend right now, I'm sorry, turn around and face a stranger that's near you. And the second twist, put an adjective before their name that starts with the same letter as their name. This adjective should describe what you think of their personality. So for example, Zippy Zara, Zealous Zara, Zen Zara. Too much self-praise, I know. Go on, don't look at me. Turn around, come on. You guys can do this. Any stranger there is. All right, fine. I reckon from a few embarrassed smiles and awkward silences that we're done. So that was weird, wasn't it? Some of you actually went, talked to a stranger who you didn't think you'd interact with 5 minutes ago, and now you just condensed your perception of them in one word. But my reason for asking this question leads to another. If you were asked to repeat the same activity but through technology, would you give the same second or maybe even third thought about it? Or would you just carry it out confidently with full enthusiasm without thinking at all? Research from the Pew Research Center reports that 69% of teens in the US would agree with the second question. I'm sure you guys know where this is heading. But who am I kidding? Most of you are probably already aware of the negatives of technology and how it's bad for us teens and teenagers and even adults. But what if I were to tell you that almost all of you sitting in this room are a part of a paradox, and that this paradox is cutting what's left of the meaningful threads of connection that allow you to discover who you are? The Royal Society for Public Health noted that people who use social media heavily are 3 times more likely to feel more socially isolated than casual users. Now, on the surface, this seems like one of the basic facts we hear on an average when we're seen using technology excessively. And I use the word technology over here specifically and not just social media because, yeah, social media is the biggest contributor to this paradox. But it isn't just limited to that. Let's go back to the fact that I stated before. Notice anything strange? Different? Odd? Uncanny? No? Allow me to point out the obviously unobvious. Do you see it now? If we're using social media heavily, why are we becoming increasingly isolated? Social media makes us more confident, right? So then where on earth is isolation coming from? We feel so connected and so expressive when interacting with the digital world. A study reported that many teens felt more popular and confident because of their online interactions, which often provide as a buffer against the pressures of face-to-face communication. True, right. But this is scary. This is really scary. Because what if I were to tell you that this source of convenience is the same source that is cultivating your isolation? What if I were to tell you that this source of happiness is the same source that is making you more and more confined every single day? You wouldn't believe me. That's what's scary. Because most of us aren't aware that it's happening. This, ladies and gentlemen, is what I have named as the illusion of connection paradox. An article that was published by the International Journal of Research in Engineering, Science and Management highlighted a troubling trend. As the usage of technology surges, face-to-face communication declines. While technology offers quick exchanges, it weakens the quality of real-time conversations and emotional connections that are typically fostered through direct interaction. The paradox is spreading fast, and the effects are profoundly dangerous. But they're not permanent. It sounds impossible, but there is a way to break this insidious and pervasive paradox. But I'm going to warn all of you beforehand. If you are a technoholic, you are not going to like the sound of this. Are you ready to hear it? Are you ready to hear it? So the solution is one that is easy, and also one that is the most dreaded by many of us. Save the groans for later. A digital detox. Terms heard by many, yet implemented by less. So I'm sure all of us have a vague idea about what a digital detox is, right? Do you guys know what a digital detox is? Well, simply put, it's when you refrain yourself from using any digital device to reconnect with real-life experiences and reduce stress. But my reason for bringing out the digital detox here today as a solution, and not just any method to cope with our weird technology addiction, is because practicing a digital detox allows you to harness a superpower that stays with you and grows with you. Mindfulness. When you get out of the digital world, you begin to be more mindful about yourself, your emotional patterns, your environment, and the positive relationships around you. I'm a firm believer that the more positivity that you surround yourself with, the more positivity you can cultivate and grow. I speak from experience, guys, when I say that you can discover yourself on a whole other level when you are conversing with someone physically of whom you have a relationship that is based on authenticity and realism, rather than you would with someone who you're talking through a phone. So I challenge all of you today, in the coming weekend, try out the digital detox. Don't give me excuses. Okay, fine. Some of us have priorities. Some of us even have our exams coming up. Good luck for those, by the way. But if you have the option, give it a shot. The whole and sole purpose is to go out, face people, talk to them without the whole digital barrier. I'm going to be so real right now. When you go out and practice a digital detox, and when you go out talk to people, you will feel so embarrassed. You will feel insanely awkward to the point that you would feel like running away, hiding under your favorite blanket with the comfort of your phones in your hands. And you would feel like returning back to your normal life of digital reliance. But remember, the only thing that's stopping you from discovering yourself and fostering relationships that are based on positivity is yourself and the screen. The paradox of our hyper-connected world is clear. While technology is a source of convenience, it is also a source of isolation. We have the power to change that narrative. Don't you agree with me? Do you guys agree with me? Are you going to let a screen get in the way of from discovering your true potential? No, you're not. Even if it involves a few embarrassed smiles and awkward silences. This is Zara Asim Khan. Thank you so much.